All right, guys, how's it going out there? Rooster here in Tennessee, roostercb.com. And this is not directly related to radio equipment, but it is kind of business related and a FYI video that apparently I need to do to bring this to some people's attention. Now, I've got about probably, I'd say anywhere from 8 to 12 messages over the last month or two that are kind of similar to this. And you guys can read the piece of paper in front, disregard this bottom part here because that's a text the customer actually sent me. Well, I mean, you guys can read that because it kind of pertains to it. But we'll go over the content of this message here in a second. But basically, what I want to say is we live in an era of scams. Uh, People have never been doing more to try to cheat somebody out of their money. I don't think through the history of the world. Um, there's all kinds of stuff that's going on, and this is just another kind of scam like that. I mean, I've heard of, you know, elderly people getting phone calls that say, hey, your son or daughter is in jail, and unless you put $1,000 on this account or unless you put $1,000 on this gift card, whatever, they're going to be in jail. They're going to stay in jail. Or I've heard, people get viruses on their computer and it says, unless you put $500 on this account or send $500 here, your computer is going to be locked and the FBI is going to come take it. And people immediately, all rational thinking goes out the window when stuff like this happens. For whatever reason, people don't slow down and think, what? Does this even make sense? They just do it. And I deal with scams a lot, this sort of thing, in my other line of work. Oh my gosh, I could tell some freaking stories here, but I've even seen, like in some retail stores, these scammers will convince people to take money out of the safe, not only take money out of the safe and give it to some scammer, but actually go to their personal ATM and start pulling money out. And I just wonder, like, does it never sink in these people's head that what they're doing is absolutely bonkers? But anyway, that's a whole nother subject. This is not much different, okay? And you guys can read the message in front of you, but essentially what it is, there's a USPS scam going out, not affiliated at all with the post office. Someone is using the post office as their method to try to scam people. And essentially what it says is, your package is being held because whatever reason, your address is incorrect or what have you. And as the customer states down here, what are they doing? They're asking for money. So your first red flag that this is not post office related should be the post office generally isn't going to send a text message or have some sort of system like this that collects money from people. They can barely stay organized as it is. I mean, the post office is a madhouse. Your second indicator that this is a scam, look at this link. I mean, does that look like an official post office link? If you click that, do you think that's going to take you to a government website? I mean, it's just a random link. I mean, I'm not going to click it because I have no idea what happens if you open it. Hell, it may give you a virus or something, but I guess it asks you for money if you click on it. I don't know. But it's a scam, people. Use some common sense. I hate to be rude about that, but you guys who are falling for this stuff, you're going to have to wake up and say, hey, does this even make sense? Like, why this doesn't even make sense? The post office is texting me and trying to extort me for money. So just think about it, whether it's this or something else. I mean, think about it the next time you get one of these messages or something like this, and don't go grabbing for your wallet immediately. If you have questions, like, for instance, the post office, pick up the phone and call them. Hey, this is such and such in wherever, Honolulu, Hawaii, and I got a text message saying that I owe you guys money or I don't get my package. Another thing to think about, if this was legitimately the post office, don't you think that within this text somewhere, they would provide you with the shipment's tracking number that says this specific shipment is being delayed? Or an address, probably a tracking number more than likely they would provide. and say, hey, your shipment with tracking number, fill in the blank, has been delayed because inadequate funds or what have you. So again, just something to think about. I just want to take time to do this video, bring it to some people's attention. If you don't know, scams are very abundant in today's world. Not just this one, but everywhere you go, there's a scam. People putting skimmers on credit card readers, trying to steal your credit card information. People extorting you over the internet. Phone call, extortion, gift card scams. I mean, you guys name it. I've probably seen it out there. So just be careful. Take care of yourselves. Think about what you're doing before you start giving people money. Think about whether what you're reading or what you're receiving is reasonable. What you're hearing, is it reasonable? Does it make sense? Most of the time, if you ask yourself those questions and the answer is no, then it's probably a scam. All right, take care of yourselves, everybody. Rooster in Tennessee, roostercb.com. See you, bye.